I'm live. Okay. What's up, guys? How's it going? I hope everything's going okay. Well, tonight we're going to see what's going on. I felt called by this picture. I saw it on Facebook yesterday and I was like, that's a good picture. You know, sometimes people paint you out to be the bad guy, the villain in the story. They turn it around and they have to say you did something to them and you're a bad guy. Like, you've really messed them up. You've hurt them in some way. You've done blah, 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 A, B, and C, just so they don't feel guilty about what they did to you. So this is kind of, you know, avoiding responsibility, honey. Avoiding it. Avoiding the fact that they screwed up big time. They made big, massive mistakes that destroyed lives. And that guilt is sometimes way too much pressure to deal with. So they scurry away, they run, they hide, they point fingers, they play the victim, they tell stories about how bad you are so they can get away with what they did to you, so they can get high fives, pats on the back, you know, accolades, pity, you know. And they do that so they can get away with whatever they've done, and they get help. And, you know, people feel sorry for them. They think you're just some kind of a monster. What kind of a monster does this to someone? How dare you? How dare you do whatever they said they did? Or, you know, whatever they said you did. They fail to look at both sides of the story. They fail to look at perhaps that person did something even more atrocious than you. They don't want to know that, do they? The other people, their friends, their family, their new girlfriend or boyfriend or fiance or husband or wife, that person doesn't want to know the ugly truth about what that person did to their family, to their own children, to their own self. They don't want to know. They just want to believe the BS. And you know what? Let them. So today's reading is going to be something for you, like what you should know. If you've been betrayed and painted the villain in someone's story, just so they don't have to feel guilty about what they've done. So let's go ahead and take a look today and see what Spirit wants to say about your situation, if that's you. First card out is the Ace of Swords. I'm telling the truth. Me, on the other end of this camera, whatever comes out of my mouth tonight, whatever comes out in the cards, I'm telling the truth. Because in tarot, this is the sword of truth. And this is no BS. No hair on the tongue. Whatever comes out is solid. It's honest. It cuts through BS and lies. Okay? And it's a new beginning in a clear way. Like, you see it, you're seeing clearly. You're speaking clearly. You're feeling clearly. Like, you know the truth. This is also seen in the tarot world as the big aha moment. I get it. The moment clarity strikes. The moment truth hits and it resonates. The next card is Five of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune. I love that. Listen, if you've been abandoned, rejected, shafted, treated unfairly, left for dead, left out in the cold, if children have been rejected, mistreated, abandoned, hey, that's wrong. You have every reason to feel in despair. It's not right, it's not fair, and it should have never been done. Somebody has to atone for what they did. People think, oh, you know what? 5 years have gone by. 10 years has gone by. Oh, I'm scot-free now. The universe forgot. This other person forgot. Everyone's moved on. I could just go on with my life now. No, karma comes for you. And maybe this isn't the first time that you screwed someone over. Maybe this is the second time or the third time. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's your person. You know what I'm saying? But someone it's like a reminder. It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. If you screwed somebody over, you screwed them over, and you're going to pay for that. Somewhere down the road, karma is going to strike. You can't just walk away from children and turn a blind eye. I don't see that they're in need of me. I don't see that they need me financially or emotionally, or I don't take responsibility for this child because I didn't want it. I just wanted to have a good time. I wanted to lay down with someone, and I didn't want to think about the repercussions. What could happen if that person gets pregnant? I don't want to think about that. I just want to lay down and have a good time. And you know what? The rest is not my problem, because as long as I express myself and say, hey, I don't want this, I'm off the hook. No, you're not off the hook. If you engage, you engage. And whatever comes along with that, that's on you. And if you turn your back and you do the wrong thing, you will pay for that. And if this has nothing to do with children, a rejection and abandonment, this is abandonment of a spouse or a partner, a soulmate, a twin flame, a lover. It's someone that didn't deserve to be shafted and left out in the cold and rejected. Perhaps someone abandoned their wife for a younger relationship. Perhaps someone left their husband for a man with more money. Perhaps someone left their family for drugs and alcohol. You know, this could be any of those. You know, perhaps someone rejected a twin flame or a soulmate for a karmic and didn't take responsibility for the mess they made of that person's life. Perhaps they took a lot of money, burned a lot of money, put them in the hole with bad credit. Perhaps they left them in a home full of responsibilities and they just left. You know, whatever this is, it's like, truth is coming for you, Ace of Swords. And if someone's gotten away with something for years, 5+ years, the Wheel of Fortune says, not for long, honey. Not for long. The Wheel of Fortune says, we're coming for you. Hey, pig. Hey, Pigolino. Hi, Pigolino. You're just a good pig. You came to see me, didn't you? You're so good. You're so good. Okay, you come lay down, pig. All right. My snort muffin. All right, so the Wheel of Fortune's here just like, hey, guess what? You've gotten away with it for some years, but not forever. Don't get your hopes up too high. The next card is the Magician in the reverse, which is your desires, the things that you're going to go for. Man, I keep saying you, but it's who I'm speaking about, okay? So if this isn't you, it's not you. But for this person, whatever they reach out to do, aspire, they want to start a business, they want it to be successful, it's not going to happen. It's just not. They want a relationship to flourish, be sexual, be fun, be financially free, feel good, get along, have a good life, you know, enjoy life. It's not going to happen. They want to go on vacation. Something's going to happen. There's going to be a wrench thrown in it. They want to ignore one child and pay attention only to one. You know, just kick the other one to the curb. They're fine. They're with their mom. They're with their dad. They're living life. They don't need me. Bull. You're not going to get what you want. And the one child you focus on, there could be some problems. Turbulence. Turbulence will come. And it's bad karma. And it's like, if you want to fix your life, stop going in the wrong direction. And then they say, well, how do I know I'm going in the wrong direction? I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be in the past with that person. I don't want to be around that child. I don't want to take responsibility. I don't want to go back in the past. I don't want to relive the past. I'm done. I'm moving on to the future. Okay, enjoy the shit show. Have fun with it. See how it goes. Take a whirl at it. Whatever you want to do, take a stab at it. See how it goes. you know, it's free will. And if this person has zero desire to go back and remedy the brokenness that they created, well, whatever happens here on out is their problem. I do see someone that has zero desire to fix the damage. The next card here is the Five of Swords. You know what they're going to get? A bunch of conflict. Arguments all the time. Fights. It's like a fire under their butt. It's a sword in their back, in their side, in their stomach, in their neck, in their everything. It's just a sword, and it hurts. And whomever, family, friends, lovers, coworkers, whatever, they're going to have conflict because the sword of truth is stabbing their relationships. And it's like you can only avoid truth for so long, but it's coming for you. It's coming. And then the next card we have is the Devil. You want to make a deal with the devil? You want to play with fire? You want to be naughty? You want to be bad? You want to reject God? You want to reject the righteousness, the good, the holy, the righteousness of good choices? You want to reject that so you can go be a devil? So you can go do bad things? So you can go indulge in sexual pleasures? Maybe so you could go indulge in more money. Maybe so this person can go indulge in a brand new relationship, perhaps with a younger person, a more sexy person. Perhaps they want to, you know, go plan for more fun things in the future. But go ahead, make a deal with the devil and see what you get from it. See what happens. Death. Bottom of the deck here is third party. The overall underall energy for someone that doesn't want to fix the mess, it always involves a third party. Always. Somehow there's another player in the party. Somehow there's a relationship and then there's somebody else on the other end giving eyes to someone that's already taken. Somehow a man or woman has the wandering eye. They're just not satisfied with what they have. They want more. They're curious. They want to see what's up on social media. What are my possibilities? What are my options? What if I have a life with this person? What would that be like? What if I have a life with that person? I wonder what that would be like. You know, the wandering eye. And it gets you into nothing but trouble. Underneath the third party is divorce, soon to come, and the High Priestess. You can only avoid and hide from this for so long. You can only avoid this. The High Priestess is like, I'm hiding. I'm going within. I'm holding back. I don't want a divorce. I don't want a separation. But it's inevitable. The relationship is down the toilet. It is down the toilet. There's too much frustration, lies, deception, thorns in the relationship. There's too much. This is oil and water. It's never going to mix. And as much as you want to hold back from the divorce and avoid it, someone is just not going to be able to do that. The divorce is going to go forward. Three of Pentacles. Thank you, Allie, for the $9.99. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that beautiful donation. Oh, kisses to you, my little lemon. Let's make lemonade out of these lemons. So anyways, this person, it's like we're moving forward. We're making progress into the divorce because it's going to happen. I do think in this connection, there may have been a divorce waiting to happen for maybe the last 3 years. That's since 2020. It could be 5 years. It could be since 2018 or 2020. But divorce got brought up in 2020. And it's just been going downhill since then. This person has managed to hold off the divorce. And the divorce could just be the dissolving of a relationship. It doesn't have to be a legal divorce. It could be the dissolving of a contract, the dissolving of a partnership, the dissolving of, you know, any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be marriage. But it absolutely represents a disconnection. A disconnection from a commitment. And Six of Swords is here. It's time to move on. Have a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. And Death is here. It's like, hey. I'm hearing you can only play for so long before it's time to pay the piper. It's time to make amends with the deal with the devil. Like to pay up. And the Grim Reaper is here to say, it's time. Meet Joe Black. It's time. Death is here. It's over. Are you ready to go? Hey, Allie. Oh, thank you for the little hippo and the gamer chair. That is so cute. Yeah, meet Joe Black over here. Joe is saying, hey, you know, remember that contract that you and I had some years back? That if you could just meet this other woman or get this house or this job, or if you could just move on and turn your back on someone and, you know, have a life, make a little money, take a couple vacations, have a little fun. Remember that deal? I do. And the deal was I was going to take your soul. In 5 years, in 3 years, I was going to take your soul. The deal was you were going to pay me what you said you were going to pay me. It's time. The loan is due. And he's being hunted. Just thinking of the new Puss in Boots movie. Puss is being hunted by the Grim Reaper. He's had 9 lives, or he's on his 9th life or something. And he squandered a couple lives. And now death is after him. And no one can see death but Puss. Allie, you are just too sweet. Thank you so much. Let's see what devil is referring to here. Show me what the devil is smiling at, referring to. What was the deal? The deal was pleasure. The devil dangled his little charms. The pentacle, the wand, the cup, and the sword. He dangled his little fun pleasures. And he said, come on, let's pick one. This person took the bait, made a deal about pleasure. Wasn't quite sure what he got himself into or herself. We have the divine feminine. Fresh perspective. Blocked. Divine masculine. Oh, this is a fated pair. This is a divine couple. Divine feminine, divine masculine. They belong together. Oh my God, this is really sad. We have discovery. Oh, thank you so much, Tessa. I appreciate you. So yeah, look at this, guys. We have the divine couple. And you know what? What's the sad thing with the devil? The masculine energy or the feminine, whoever this is, knew. This is the sad part. They knew that that was their soulmate, that that was their true love or their twin flame. What's peeking out? Soul ties. Knew that was coming out. Something was going to come out. So anyways, with the discovery, they knew. How sad is it to finally know you've met the one and you turn your back on them anyway? That's worse than turning your back on someone and you don't know who they are. That's cold. That is so cold. That's really messed up. It's messed up because they knew. Oh my God, I have chills. And the devil's smiling. He's like, I know. This guy made a deal with me, or this girl, you know, they made a deal. They wanted to go off to greener pastures. They wanted another cup, another punani. They wanted another fun trip down, you know, Pleasure Island. They wanted another fun trip. They wanted more money. They wanted more sex. They wanted more passion. They wanted to taste somebody else. They wanted to feel somebody else. They wanted to go have some fun. And you know what? They sure did. They rode a wild ride. Allie, I love you, girl. Thank you so much. Yeah, they had a wild ride, guys. And, well, I hope it was fun while it lasted, because the devil is ready to get that payment back now. There's an ending coming, and they have to give it up. This is like Cinderella and the glass slippers. It's midnight, biatch. It's midnight. And you better get the heck out of there, because everything you thought was real is about to disappear. We have stubborn and flat out wrong about this person. Remember, they knew about it. They were stubborn. They didn't want to listen, and they were wrong, and they knew it. And they just went the wrong direction anyway. On purpose. This person is angry and resentful, bitter, hard feelings, not over this, have not forgiven. They need more time. Here's the bad news, though. There's no more time. You don't get no more time. Bottom of the deck here is so tired of this. Well, I bet he is. I bet she is really tired of this. Really tired of getting spanked by the universe. You ever met those bad kids that just keep being bad, and they get spanked and spanked and spanked and spanked and spanked, and you're like, oh my God. You know what happens, though? These kids are resilient. They don't care about being spanked anymore. It doesn't bother them. They accept the punishment, and it doesn't even faze them. This person has been rocked by the universe for poor decisions. And this person's like, okay. Keep spanking me. I don't even feel it anymore. I'm numb. But they can talk all the mess they want, but at the end of the day, they're tired of it, and they're sick of not being rewarded and not having good things. That's why they're making deals with the devil in the first place, because they feel like I have to, you know, be dirty and wrong to go get what I want. Otherwise, I'm not going to have any fun in life. Allie, oh, thank you so much again, girl. You're so sweet. Yeah, this person is like, well, I have to cheat. I have to steal. I have to lie. I have to sneak around. I have to do all the dirty stuff. I do. I don't care if it's wrong. I don't care if I'm making deals with the devil, because at the end of the day, if I don't do any of that, guess what? I don't get any of that. No one gives it to me. I'm not just blessed with a beautiful life. I don't have $1 million. I don't have some gorgeous relationship. I don't get love every night like I want. I don't get all the cupcakes and freaking rainbows of the universe. I get shafted because I'm always in trouble. I'm always in detention. So yeah, sometimes I skip school, skip class, because I don't want to go to detention. It's all fun and games when you skip school or class till the police bring you in, right? And get you in trouble, your parents in trouble, everyone. Then it's not so fun. It was fun while you skipped school, but it's not fun when you get caught. It was fun when you're robbing banks and spending money, but it's not fun when you get caught and now you're in the pen for years, meeting Big Bubba in the corner for a little action. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun. So this is someone that's about to get the end of whatever pleasure and fun they've been having on this wild ride in Pleasure Island. And you know what's sad? Their whole reward for everything that they've done, they've already received their reward. They cheated, they lied, and they stole, and they received their reward. Whatever they got, that's the end of it. That's the max. That's all they're going to get. They're not going to get more. I hope that vacation was really great, because you're not going to get another one. Not like this. You know? I hope that marriage was awesome with that younger person, or whoever you shafted your divine feminine or divine masculine for. I hope that next person is the bee's knees, because you shafted someone very important to you. Anyways, we're going to move on, but I think we all know it probably wasn't worth it. And this person is about to get the message, because Meet Joe Black is coming. Hopefully it's not actual death. Death is there. We can't deny in the tarot world, there is honor here, that something bad could happen to this person, and God forbid, light a candle, say a prayer that that person is protected and nothing physically harmful happens to them, because it is a possibility in the spirit world. Maybe this person is thinking about death. Maybe this person is suicidal, who knows? God forbid, light your candle, say some prayers. But more times than not, the death card represents just a dramatic ending and a finality to what life has been. So most likely this person's life, as they know it, is over. And it's not coming back to life. There is no life after death. There's no revival. There's just death. And it is the ending, and it will not be revived. Let's get a clarification for what Joe is taken out. Spirit, please show me what Joe Black is taken out of here. For those of you that don't know who Joe Black is, it's the Grim Reaper. Please show me what death is taking out of this person's life. And how is it coming? Come about. Bottom of the deck is Gari Devi. And this is I see all. Nothing you did escaped the eyes of the holy. Nothing this person did was done in the dark and not seen. It was seen. Every word, every betrayal, everything, every action, every time they turned their back, every time they did something, it was seen and recorded and dated in the Akashic records. The holy and the divine and the universe saw it, and karma knows. So as much as this person tries to do good deeds, and I feel like this person tries, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. It's like, oh, I dedicate myself to helping people at the homeless shelter. Or, you know, every Saturday I'm off donating hours of my time and energy to stray dogs. I'm walking them, I'm giving them love and attention. I bring dog biscuits and food and bones and all this stuff. And, you know, I'm helping the needy. Or I help friends when they need to move. I'm such a good friend. I'm always there when they need a friend to move. I offer my truck. I offer my advice. I'm always there and supportive. Oh, but I shaft my kids. Come on, does that really work? Have you guys met those parents? They have children, but they spend more time with their freaking friends. Does anyone know someone like that? Because I've known 2 of them. And boy, they are the best friend in the world to other people. Like if they had a funeral, in which case mine did have a funeral, oh, all the friends show up. I'm going to tell you how absolutely fucked it was for my kids. Their dad was so busy in the world with his friends. Sumo! Sorry. He senses something. He's sensing some BS and he's angry, my dog. Probably what I'm about to say. But he spent so much time with his friends. He was always there to help him move, get advice, go to barbecues, go to parties. He was really good to his friends' kids. He was always showing up at his friends' kids' birthdays and, you know, all this crap. He was in a bike club and the bike club was tight. You know, the bike club was family. But what about his real family? You know? And he shafted his kids. He shafted them. Couldn't even send them a birthday card. Couldn't even do it. Didn't have the time to send a present. You know? Couldn't send a card, let alone a present. He made a phone call. That's really easy. You know? Lame. It was lame. And I'm going to tell you, when he passed away, my kids ended up showing up at the funeral with very little pictures with their father. Very few pictures. Very, very few memories with their father. He might as well have been absent the entire time, and they didn't have many. And here they are looking at him in a casket. That's probably the biggest memory they'll ever have of him. There in the casket. And what really hurt the kids was all his stupid friends. Oh, my boy, my boy. Oh, we love you. Oh, my boy, my boy. And all the women that were like, oh, he's such a good friend. He's my brother, my brother. You know, he was a mother-loving father. Screw a brother. He was a father. And you know who posted all the pictures up on the wall on a big collage at his casket? All his friends. Oh, they had pictures of him holding their kids, laughing, hot dogs, barbecues, bike freaking videos, and club membership parties, and times drinking and smoking in the kitchen, and woohoo, it was just, oh, they had tons of photos and pictures and freaking video. But his kids had crap. I don't know. I'm sorry to go down memory lane there with you guys, but I'm just saying that's how stupid a lot of people can be. And they think they're trying to do good by other people. They're there, they're a friend, they're supportive, they're a buddy, they're a bro, they're a broski. But they're doing other people dirty and wrong, and they think that karma's not going to come for them. Unfortunately, karma did come for him. And he ended up getting shot in the back, ironically, by someone that He never thought would have, done that. And shocked, and it was a very early death. Anyways, death is here. For a lot of people, it's not literal, it's metaphorical. And my story is obviously extreme, but in some essence of this story, there's some truth. There's truth about rejection, abandonment, wrongdoing, leaving someone out in the cold, maybe multiple people. There's something about turning their back on responsibility, not giving help, money, love, or support, or responsibility when it was needed. And that's just the gospel truth with the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is about someone who completely lacks honor and integrity. And the Wheel of Fortune is changing. This person may have enjoyed their little devilish pleasures. And I'm not saying they didn't. Sometimes we look at people and say, where's karma? Where's karma? Why isn't this person getting karma? Why are they out having fun? For me, I was looking at him like, why are you out getting a motorcycle? Why are you out spending tons of money on a motorcycle? How are you traveling from New York to Florida? How are you having all this fun with these women? How are you affording your lifestyle? How are you wearing nice tennis shoes and jewelry and diamonds and freaking all this crap when your kids and I are shopping at the secondhand store? How are you affording these pleasures? Because we're hurting. We were hurting so much. And I still struggle to this day. And now I'm really alone. Now I couldn't ask him for a cracker because he's gone. Me and the kids are completely alone. Period. But I did sit there for a long time and think, where was karma? Because it went on for years and years and years. And I was like, what the heck? Well, it wasn't too long before he ended up getting killed that he ended up in prison. But somehow still in prison, he was getting girls. Somehow still in prison, he was getting money on his books, phone calls, 2 or 3 girls saying, I'll be here when you get out. And he just blessed. I was like, no matter what trouble he gets into, he finds some kind of a blessing out of it. And he never really suffers. Whenever I would make him take responsibility for something, his mom was sure there to bail him out of any trouble. Let me send you a ticket out of there so you don't have to be responsible. Let me get you out of there, always babying him and just bailing him out. So believe me, guys, and like I said, my story is extreme, but this could be even a mom putting up with someone that's a cheater. My person's mother would let different women in her home where he would stay, go to bed with him in his room in her home, knowing he had a wife and children. Knowing it. She never badmouthed him. She never told him, don't bring these girls around here. She never told those girls to get the hell out of here. He's married. Never. She kept her mouth shut and she let him do what he wanted to do. And these are the people, guys, in your story that's alike my story. These are the people that pat your person on the back. Good job at your job. These are the people that say, it's okay if you're not around your kids, at least you're doing your best. You're living your best life. Do you? These are people that support this person's bad habits. They give them drugs, alcohol, sex, pats on the back, glory moments, words of affirmation, support. These are the women that come in and say, oh, I know you don't take care of your kids, but you and me we're going to have a good life. We're going to have our own family, our own baby. We're going to have our own house and we're going to be happy. And who cares if your 2 other sons or daughters are just neglected? It doesn't matter about them. It's about us. Selfish. So believe me, Spirit is like, hello, I'm watching everything. And honey, don't think that someone's going to get away with it. Don't sit there and cry, because here you are crying and I could feel your pain. You are distraught. Where did you go wrong? What did you do to deserve this? How could you be so shafted? How could you be talked bad about? You've done nothing but support this person. You've done nothing but give them money, love, respect, babies, your body, your friendship, anything you could give. You've done nothing but give, and all you get is taken. Taken for everything you've got. And it brings almost tears to my eyes because I could feel your pain for your children or your pain for yourself. And it's just, God, what did I do to deserve this? Why? And you know what's really not fair? This person that you're dealing with is angry and resentful towards you. What did you do? What did you do to this person that they're angry at you? Like you did something personal to them to damage their life when they're the one that made the decisions. It's like they're in a marriage, right? Or a connection or relationship or whatever. They leave that to go be with you. Their person finds out because you told them, because you're not a liar and you're tired of hiding and you just want the truth and their promises to actually be real, like they promised. But now you've ruined everything for them. Now they're getting taken to divorce court. Now they're getting robbed at the bank. Now they're dealing with child support and custody battles. And they're angry and resentful at you, as if you showed up in their life, took a bulldozer and just destroyed it. When they are the ones, they're the ones that made the decision. They're the ones that pursued you. You're the one that had a wall. Don't come near the wall. We'll have a little fun. That's it. Don't come in. But they wanted to come in, but now it's your fault. This is where Spirit says, honey, this person is stubborn as an ox, and flat out wrong. They're just wrong. This person tells lies, deceives their friends, deceives their family, tells all kinds of BS about you. Oh, because they're angry. They're resentful. They have a mouthful about you. I can't see my kid because of this person. No, you don't see your kid because you never ask. You never come around. You never show any interest. But go ahead. Tell everyone you can't see your kids because she's a crazy psycho, whatever. Go ahead. Tell your BS, right? Or these women saying, oh, this guy was so abusive, so controlling. He was so manipulative. He always had his hands in my money, wouldn't let me go anywhere. You know, there could be a girl telling a sob story about some guy, like how psycho and controlling this person is, when really the real side of the story is, Steph, I couldn't trust her to go to the store. She was always getting drugs or alcohol, or she was always talking to somebody else. And every time I tried to break up with her, she would promise she would never do it again. So I would give her ultimatums, you know, leave me your PIN number, let me look at your phone, or, you know, let me see what's going on with your spending, because I couldn't trust this person. But they don't tell the other people that side of the story. As far as they know, I'm just a psycho, obsessive boyfriend or ex-lover that can't get over this person. When really that's not even the truth. It's funny how people twist things. They make you out to be the villain so they don't feel guilty for what they did to you. That's very sad, my friends. Go ahead, let them paint the picture that you're the villain. Oh, you don't know how many freaking villain pictures have been painted about me. And I can tell you what, 99% of them are wrong. But the pictures were painted. you know. You're always the villain to someone's story when they don't want to be made the wrong one. They're looking for accolades, high fives, pats on the back, support, money, sex, other relationships, other doors. So they're just going to BS. They're going to finesse whoever's around them. So anyway, Spirit's like, honey, don't you worry. Karma's coming. That's Meet Joe Black over here. I didn't miss a wink. Okay, I didn't miss a wink. Death is Bava Vanasvari. We'll see what's up. Let's get the book. You want to know what's weird? I opened the book literally to that card. Literally, it's just opened it. Which lately, you guys have been watching my channel. You see a lot of my cards are showing up repetitively. It's very divine. I've been very in tune with it lately. I've been really asking for them to speak through the cards, and it really shows up. You know, I even did a reading here for Elizabeth last night for her birthday live, and she got, it was so weird. She got the Tower, and then she got the Tower clarifying the Tower. So that was interesting. So there's a lot of divine stuff going on, but let's read it because I opened it up. Our cosmic mother, the light bringer, is the sun and the moon, the light of renewal and healing. She is the divine voice, the sound of creation, the sublime note that births a golden era. Hers is the capacity to create, oh my God, a clean slate and a fresh start. It's in black and white, guys. Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. She is hope, and she is arising. She protects and she preserves that which is worthy. She shines in perpetual states of divine beauty and radiance. She reignites fires, attracting people to the most supportive, honoring truth. Her presence signifies utmost grace. This is the word that means earth, our world, and Isvari, which means female ruler. That's okay, Allie. I love you. Good night, girl. If there is a situation in your physical life that has so much ugliness, so much discord at its heart, the appearance of this card signifies that it shall be healed and it will be realigned with her grace. Believe in the beautiful possibilities of what you are yet to experience. You will. Rather than placing your faith in what you have already been through this far. Her presence in a reading signifies harmony and beauty, awakening in your world in a very tangible way, including the world of our bodies. She holds special power to work on the physical body to bring healing to the circumstances that are causing you so much pain. As the energy of fulfillment enters your reading, this divine feminine wisdom and medicine is about an energy level to help the depletion that you've been feeling, hovering somewhere between exhaustion and barely scraping by to meet your demands. She's here to replenish. She's here to replenish your bank account. She's here to replenish your broken heart. She's here to replenish your beauty and your youth. She may even be here to replenish your relationship. Maybe just your faith. But she can help. And she encourages you to start feeling the energy of receiving so you can start overflowing. When such a giving takes place, You're going to be strengthened and uplifted. She is the primordial creative divine power of sound. She is the goddess that emanates Saraswati, the goddess of sound, music, creativity, and healing. The oracle here indicates the significance of your voice and the creative power of your authority with the sound of your voice that creates healing. All created phenomena has sound and frequency. It's all audible. Vibrations can be felt, even as a soul. It vibrates so high that it can uplift you. But if it vibrates lower, it will pull you down. This is the gift of preservation, counterbalancing the destructive energy. With Kali Ma breaking through the false foundations, the karmic relationships and karmic patterns, this card is here to help rebuild and preserve what is true and deserving for your life. Sometimes a period of withdrawal happens so you can be allowed to have some protection and inner strength. But occasionally you may simply need to place what is precious away from the grasping and the greed of unworthy hands. You can genuinely love and wish for the spiritual fulfillment of all hearts while still recognizing the limitations of yourself and others responding appropriately. This card is here to help you see clearly by increasing light and love in your life. Her presence is also an indication that at some level, you do need and deserve a completely fresh start. And you will be given the energy to facilitate your dreams if you're willing to allow it. I'm hearing the words, allow yourself to fall into your femininity, even if you're a male. But fall into the femininity because that represents receiving. What's so beautiful about being in the feminine energy, it's about being vulnerable, weaker, gentle, beautiful, like a flower. Flowers are weak to the circumstances of weather and other things trampling it. They're vulnerable, but they're so beautiful, and flowers deserve to be protected in a garden with a fence and a gate. They are deserving of protection because they're beautiful. They offer peace, love, and light. They offer healing. They're medicinal as well as pleasure-giving. So you are the feminine flower, male or female, and it's asking you to drop into your femininity and tell yourself, I am deserving of the garden and the gate. I am very deserving of protection, being provided for, being adored, and I am deserving of someone coming to me and giving me an apology, love, flowers, massage. I'm deserving of being provided for. I'm deserving of being adored. I'm deserving of it. And so fall into your femininity. So that way the universe can say, okay, now you can start receiving, because the universe is also the divine father, the emperor. And the universe wants to protect for you, provide for you, and give you the ultimate dreams that you've been wanting. But if you're not in the receiving mode, how are you going to get it? You know, if you want to attract the masculine energy, you want to attract your manifestation, drop into the feminine energy so you can receive it. Because if you are being in your masculine energy, where you are the protector, you are the provider, you can do bad by yourself, then it's not coming. It's just going to hit a wall and a shield, and it's not going to penetrate. If you want your dreams and desires and manifestations to penetrate you, you need to be soft and moist like the soil of the earth and receive the seed so it can grow. But if you're hardened and resentful or angry or bitter, how are you going to receive the good? So, this is a message for you. Like I said, this person has done the dirty, but you cannot remain resentful. You cannot, because you deserve good things. So don't let them ruin you like that. Okay. So that is the oracle there. Death is like, listen, screw this person and screw the anger and resentfulness. They are stubborn and flat out wrong, and you're right. But don't let them destroy you. Drop to your feminine. Receive the bounty of the wheel of fortune. All right. So, yeah, let's see what the universe wants to give you. What does the universe want to give you? You guys heard that song, Spirit Lead Me, where my feet cannot wander. Like oceans. I think this song is called Oceans. It's a beautiful spiritual song. You need to have faith, like that song, Oceans. Let your faith lead you to walk on water. Let your faith lead you further than you ever thought you could go. Keep the faith. There's another song, I can't think of the artist or the name, but it's like where spirit will kick down doors, beat down shadows, climb up mountains. He will do everything to get to you. Everything. Because even though there's 99 sheep still in the flock, one wandered off, one went missing. And Spirit's going to keep going for that sheep. Period. He will leave the 99 to go after the lost sheep. Because in some sense, the shepherd knows the sheep are safe. They're in a flock. They're safer together. And the one lost sheep is not safe as he's out there alone in the wilderness. No herd, no shepherd. So, believe me, if you're out there hanging on a limb somewhere, Spirit's coming after you because he loves you and he wants you to receive good things in this life because he's your shepherd. He's your emperor. He's the divine. Okay? But also the same goes for the person that did you dirty. Spirit wants to chase this person, help them to see where they went wrong, help them to see the error of their ways, to get clarity and to fix their life and avoid the conflict, the hardship, the loss, the devil. Believe me, Spirit is going after this guy or this girl. They are that one lost sheep too, and they're out there lost in their own mess. And Spirit's going to keep coming for them. Ace of Swords. My child, I want you to see. I want you to see where you were stubborn and wrong. I want you to see where you were angry and resentful. I want you to see where you were bitter. I want you to see where you lied. I want you to see where you've made wrong deals because you're being irresponsible. I love you, but I want you to see that because I love you. I want you to see where you've been wrong. And I want you to fix it. I want you to turn your life around, Wheel of Fortune. I want you to go and fix this. I want you to apologize. I want you to make amends. Not just say I'm sorry and move on. I want you to make amends. And I know I'm going to stop after this one last little story. Don't hate me. I'm pretty sure it came from a Christian movie, but I don't know the name of it. But there was a part where this husband and wife lost a child to a, I think, drunk driver or something like that. Maybe it was a gang member or something. I don't know. But something to do with a car or shooting. I don't know. But this person was involved in a gang when he was young, and he killed their child on accident, but he killed the child in his rage of whatever he was involved in with the gang stuff at the time. And so these parents, one of them was a police officer, resented God, turned their back against their faith, and was angry and bitter and resentful, obviously, and they had every right to be, against this man that killed their child. And he went to prison for like 20 years or something like that. He was only like a 17-year-old child when he did it. It wasn't like he was a 40-year-old man. He was a 17-year-old child when it happened. And anyways, 20-something years later, he comes out and he watches the family and he watches the father suffer with alcoholism and depression. And he kind of observes the mother suffering day in and day out, shopping and having a hard time with life. And that was their only child. They didn't have any more. So this man watched as he sees how he destroyed these people's lives. And he saw that they went to church. And this man got religious in some way. I don't know if it was the same religion, but he was a spiritual man. And he dressed in like an African garb, like a robe and something. He shows up at their church. And this man for a while felt racist and felt angry and upset because of what this one man did to his child. And the church was constantly trying to tell him, you need to forgive. You're bitter. You're hanging on to something, and it's making you fall apart. And the man was like, I just can't forgive. There's no way I can forgive the person that took my son. I just can't. I'd rather lose my life. Well, this man shows up with some serious balls. He shows up at the church, and the man and the wife are in the front row, and they're like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Of all people, why are you here? He shows up and he walks down the aisle of the church and he says, I've been watching you and I've been seeing you live your life, and I feel destroyed that I took everything from you. I see how I've completely torn apart two innocent people's lives, and the worst, I've taken the life of an innocent child that could have become something great and been so important to you, and I've taken the most important thing in your life away. I am so sorry, and I know sorry will never fix it. It will never make you sleep better. It will never make you feel better. It will never fill a hole in your heart. And he fell down to his knees and he bowed at the guy and he just says, I owe you everything. I owe you my life, my entire life, because I took a life that was yours. And you can do whatever you want with me. You can kill me. You can use me. I would do whatever you want me to do, but I am in debt to you forever. I owe you my life. And I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I am so, so sorry. And I will be here day in and day out for you. And he said, I was a boy when I took the life of your son. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no guidance. I was stupid. And I've grown and I've learned and I found my faith and I found who I am and I know what I've done. I know my purpose. I know my path. I know so much now. I've grown. And I'm not that boy anymore. I am this man. And I am a man that is willing to dedicate my life to you in penance for what I've done. And the father was shocked because he was, for a while there, just pissed. And all of a sudden, the love that this man gave him just melted his heart. Just completely melted his heart. And he was angry and resentful and stone cold. And now he fell to his knees and he grabbed the man, and all he could do was hug him. And so did the wife, and because they felt his love, and it was genuine. It wasn't a lie. It wasn't in court. It wasn't for him to get out of something and get something in return. He came there on his own to gain nothing, but to express himself to them because his heart couldn't take it anymore. And because of that genuine expression, of course, they forgave him. And this man thought he would never forgive him, but he forgave him. He hugged him. He hugged the man that killed his child. He hugged him. He kissed him. So did the wife. They embraced. They cried, all three of them together, at the loss of this child. They all cried. They sobbed. And you know what? That man was their friend till they died, or till they're old. I don't know the whole rest of the story, but he was like their son. He helped them get their groceries. He mowed their lawn. He was invited at Christmas. He was invited at Thanksgiving. He said he didn't want to miss anything that their son wouldn't have missed. And he wanted to be there and help them in any way. He just made it his life's mission to just be there for them in their older, elderly years, and in whatever crying fits they may have, whatever they needed, whatever they could use to make their life less stressful. He wanted to be there. And they turned out to be very, very, very good friends. And that was a true story. So, I don't know. I'm just sharing that message with you guys because that's how God works. That's how the universe, source, creator works. He doesn't want to cause so much suffering on someone that deserves it because they completely effed up. Their anger and their failure and their foolery is their own suffering. They're creating their own painful karma. In fact, they're creating their own hell, their own misery by not getting what they want, by crying every day, by suffering, by being broke, by having depression, anxiety, by things going wrong in their body. They're creating their own hell. They're getting their own karmas. What Spirit wants is for them to wake up, have clarity, see the impact they had on the lives that they were in charge of, and to make amends, to make it right, not just show up with an apology, but to make it right. And that's what Spirit wants from this person. Spirit's like, I just want you to see, and I want you to make it right. That's what death is talking about. Put an end to your blindness. Put an end to your bitterness and hate. So we're going to read what karma wants to say, because karma's already being dished out. This person is the magician in reverse. They're not getting the job they want. They're not having the money they want in the bank. Their relationships are going south. Their health is declining. They're losing friendships. They're losing power. They're losing stability. And it's going to be a cycle. Because that's what hell is. They don't just suffer one time and it's over. They suffer again and again and again because hell is the cycle and it's going to repeat itself. Constant suffering. So let's see what karma wants to say. Champion of the sweet souls is karma. Karma has a fierce heart who is underestimated and passed over. Karma can be as gentle as the deer and as ruthless as a lioness, who has the capacity within to awaken hearts, to rise, to overcome obstacles, and to have faith without any evidence at all of a possible victory. And to rally the spirit until the right moment is here to act and to win. She is nonconformity, and she is the freedom to be yourself, one's true self and one's free will, to recognize the beauty and value within each person and within the self, of whether another has the capacity to behold it at this time or not. The divine feminine is often misunderstood. So it says it here, the divine feminine. Okay, so she is stereotyped as weak and passive. I just mentioned weak, didn't I? And therefore, the feminine is underestimated or dismissed, or as devouring and castrating. She is also feared. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Yet she is not one thing or the other. She is the wisdom of what is needed. Gauri is the secret softness and the light that is part of Kali. We would call her Kali's bright shadow. Gauri is domestically accessible, but she's also wild and full of mystery. She's bejeweled with gems, and then Kali with skulls. Gauri is dressed beautifully in sumptuous attire, and Kali is naked, smeared in ash and blood. You see, Gauri shows how to operate within the social systems, social conditioning. She's both. One story holds Kali. One story that holds Kali went to the river to wash, and she was looking beautiful. And as Gauri, she was so fair. But soon, after a demon lurked nearby, her dark skin reemerged, and that was the end of the demon. One lesson from this story is that our fierceness is always within us. We can trust that and relax into our gentler, more easygoing side. Fierceness is the context of Kali's wisdom. We do not need to cultivate being fierce and violent, but rather allow wisdom to tell us when it's needed. This story also shows us that there are times to embrace our dark side and times when we need to shed it, times when we need to be angry and violent, and times when we need to be forgiving and gentle. We can move into a lighter mood as a way of growth and healing, knowing that dark wildness is still within us if there ever is a potential obstacle. In another story, a terrible demon attacked a royal city. None of the powerful local men could defeat the demon, and great concern arose amongst the local people. It was said that only a virgin woman could have the power to conquer his energy. None of the women could manage it until the responsible, kind, and noble, courageous goddess Sita stepped forward. She transformed herself into Kali and destroyed the demon as if she were snapping a branch. She was so intimidating in her awesome power that it is said, her powerful husband, the magnificent god Rama, begged her to return to her domesticated form, for she was too frightening. She obligingly did, donning her beautiful clothing and neat hair once again. Yet beneath that kind mantle and beautiful cultured woman lays in deep the ferocity of Kali, the beast within. So you see, there are times to allow this and other times to set clear boundaries. All can be an act of love. It is loving to communicate in a way that others understand. Some cannot understand gentleness. Others require a different language to know about your boundaries, to give you respect. There is a story from the Hindu saint devoted to Kali. He speaks of a snake who was terrifying the villagers, biting and killing them with his venom. One day, a sage encountered the snake in the field and taught him about compassion. The snake no longer attacked the villagers, and they no longer feared the snake as a consequence. But one day, the traveling sage returned to the village, only to find that it had been severely injured following an attack by some local boys. With compassion for the snake, the sage taught him that just because he no longer wanted to bite the villagers didn't mean that he couldn't hiss. He had gotten hurt because he was afraid to attack out of his compassion. He had swung too far from Kali toward Gauri. He needed to find a way to accomplish his purpose with compassion, but also wisdom. You see, when Gauri Devi arises in a reading, you're asked to check your boundaries, tune into your capacity to hiss, to realize you are entitled to be kind, but also respected. And if you have seen yourself as a baddie, well, it's time to embrace your softer side, maybe. And if you've been so soft and doubted your ability to stand up for yourself, then maybe you've simply forgotten that you are also Kali. Play with this with balance, with what resonates for you, and know that you are allowed both. They are both divine. Take responsibility for the consequences of your actions while trusting in her methods that flow through you. All right, so there's karma. Karma's like, listen, you could be both. You can be angry and resentful when needed, but you also should be soft and compassionate. You need to figure it out. You don't need to be battered and bruised, beat up and walked over. You're not a doormat. You don't deserve to be disrespected. Certainly stand up for yourself at those times. But if you are not being beaten, disrespected at this time, have compassion. Okay, so anyways, we're moving on. This person is stubborn and flat out wrong. Karma is watching everyone's actions. Karma will take out the wrath when needed and the compassion when needed, period, point blank. What does Spirit want to say about your current situation's energy in the moment? Wow, talk about Meet Joe Black. Is someone dying? Like, I'm concerned. Please light a candle tonight. I'm a little worried. A little worried. We're going into Saturday. That is Satan's day, the devil's day. It's also Saturn's day. It is the the last day of the week. Wait, no, we're not going to Saturday. It's Monday. Forget what I said. I don't know. I've lost track of time. Never mind. But seriously, I'm wondering, why do we have death twice? This just means it's time. It's time to have an ending, but there's, allowed a rebirth if needed, but the clock is striking 12. It's striking time. Spirit says something is dying in your relationship and it cannot be reborn. A lot of you guys want things to be reborn, but this is just a message that will not be reborn. Something is dying. Maybe it's a good thing. Summon the Reaper says it's about time. A young woman holds an hourglass, as you see here. This card is less about death than life. When it makes its way in your reading, it concerns of the time that it is in front of you, rather than what has gone by. So many of you guys mourn the loss of your youth and what you considered to be your most vibrant self. Your true beauty lies within age and maturity. To be mature and experienced allows for a greater understanding and self. Therefore, it means that you can make more informed choices about your future. Some of you guys want to mourn everything that's been gone. All the chapters of your life. Things that maybe you can no longer revive. Chances that you've lost. Perhaps people that you've lost because they've passed away. Perhaps people that have left your life because of something you've done. If you've ever lost things, take some responsibility. Unless you were robbed. But if you were doing something screwed up in your life that made you irresponsible, if you were drinking, if you were doing drugs, if you were going out all the time irresponsibly, if you lived a messy life and people or things got taken from you so they could have a better life without you, don't be angry. Let it be. And don't be angry at yourself. You were going through something and that needed to happen so you could wake up and stop and live a better life. You're not living your life for your kids. You're not living your life for people or money. It's for you, and your life is a gift, and you need to be grateful. And whatever path you're on and whatever you've lost and gone through, it was for a reason. It was on your path. It was in your karma, and if you were robbed, if you were done dirty, if you were completely, like the reading said, alienated, abandoned, left for dead, robbed. This is dark night of the soul. Make peace with that. You can't change it. You can only make it better by taking other precautions, protecting your name, protecting your information, protecting you with better boundaries. It's like being robbed at your house, losing something, and then you have to go get a security system. And you have to put your social on lock. Yeah, those are some things and measures you have to take, but it's not the end of the world that you were violated. At least you're alive. So the Grim Reaper says, look at the time. If you're still dwelling on something that happened years ago or happened whenever, let's move on, Wheel of Fortune. Time to move on. Staying stuck in an angry, resentful situation is going to cause cancer. It's going to cause an early death. And it's going to make you miserable. And you're not going to manifest anything good. So it's time to move on. Anyways, that's what I'm getting out of this card here. Time is always running out, and there's little we can do about that. If you have drawn this card, evaluation of some kind is necessary. How will you choose to live in the coming chapters of your life? What adventure is next on your list? And in a general reading, are you being reminded that the sands of time wait for nobody? Maybe you need to set some wheels in motion and do something you've been itching to get on with, or are putting off till a rainy day. All right, and what does Spirit want to say about your love life? Like, what is going on in this relationship? Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me with the arrows of love oracles. Tell me what you see in this relationship, no matter what the circumstances are in the moment. What do you see? Bottom of the deck. Thank you, Dojacel. Partnership. Twin flames, soulmates, lover's card. Hello. Spirit's like, this is a beautiful relationship. I know there's drama. There's definitely drama. But Spirit's like, what do I want to say about this? You guys are soulmates. I'm sorry your soulmate's a little bit of an ASS right now, but you're soulmates. I'm sorry. You have a soul tie, divine masculine, divine feminine. And I'm sorry, Spirit's like, yeah, this person is right now, but there is a beautiful connection here. Let's see what else is going on. Feminine again. We have been hit with the divine feminine 3 times today and earlier in the oracle. Your heart is on the line. On the horizon. Secret lover. Notice how it was in reverse, though. Interesting. If you are a divine feminine and you've been a secret lover, you're not going to be a secret anymore. The truth is coming out. Plenty of fish in the sea, love potential, cactus heart, perfect match. Someone's going to find out that you've been around all along. Believe me, this is something you've been waiting for. This is the cherry on top. And all in anticipation. Someone's going to find out you're not just some lover in the night. You're not just temporary. That you've been through trials of love lessons. This has been a heart storm. The stars are aligning. You have a favorable outcome. And look what the cat dragged in. Return and apologies. Look at that. Watch very soon. Love lyrics. Casanova, swept off your feet in the spotlight. Ooh, woo. Okay, watch. This cat is going to bring in some apologies and a return. Spirit's like, watch, honey, it's coming. Heart is on the line, on the horizon. Secret lover, like, it's just going to come out because the truth needs to be told. And even if this person is not ready to tell the truth, Spirit is working on the Ace of Swords in this person's devilish life. Spirit is trying to break in there and say, wake up, look at what you've done, make amends. That breaks the contract of the devil. Make amends. Just like in Bedazzled, when the guy was like, what do you want to do with your last wish? I just wish that the woman I love to be happy. To have a happy, fulfilling life. That's what I wish. I wish nothing for myself. I wish everything for her. And the devil was like, oh, disgusting. And he granted it. And then he woke up and he was like, what am I doing here? I thought I was going to be toast. I thought I was going to be cooked up here in hell, And the devil was like, you found your way out of the contract. As long as you wish an unselfish wish and you do something kind for somebody else with nothing in return, and you do it from a genuine heart, you break the contract that you've made the deal with the devil. So, this is all Spirit wants this person to do is like break the contract. Do something good, a good deed, a kindness. Make amends. Speak up, speak out, get honest, admit the truth, and not only say sorry, but go back and fix something. If you've been avoiding a child, you know what you need to do? Go say sorry to that child. Daddy's been gone a long time. I'm sorry, and I love you, and I'm going to be here, and we're going to go camping, and we're going to go to karate, and we're going to go do t-ball, and we're going to go to the movies, and we're going to spend time together, and we're going to roast marshmallows, and we're going to tell cool stories, and I'm going to be your dad. You know, and perhaps they're too grown. Maybe you have to meet a son that's 20 years old. I'm sorry, son, I've been gone. I love you, and I can't make up for lost time, but I want to be here now. And if you need me, call me. And I just want to tell you I love you. I want to give you a hug. And I want to say I'm so sorry. And here's my number. Call me anytime you need to call me. Here's where I work. Come see me whenever you need to see me. I want to be in your life. I know your birthday. I'm going to send you a card every Christmas, every Thanksgiving. I want to be there. I'm going to be there. Even if you don't want me to be there, I'm going to be there. You see, it's the energy of making things right. Perhaps it's saying sorry to a woman that you've scorned, cheated on, left behind, left for dead. And now that woman has hurt financially, emotionally, physically. Go to that woman and say, listen, I'm sorry. I didn't give you any closure. I disrespected you. I made you feel unworthy. God, I can't tell you how sorry I am. I can't imagine what you've been through, but I would like to hear your story. I would like you to tell me what you felt, what I did to you. I want you to cry. I want you to tell me I want to be here. I can't promise that we're going to be together because I can't promise we have mutual feelings anymore, but I can promise that I want to make it right. And if you need help with something, going to school, if you need help with fixing your car, if you need help moving out of this home, if you need a friend to talk to every now and then, I'm going to be here because I am so sorry for what I've done. And I don't want to give you any mixed feelings unless, hey, if there's feelings still there, go to that woman and say, I'm sorry. I want to be your friend and I want to be here for you. And if you end up kissing, if you end up getting back together, then so be it. But I'm just saying, make amends. Do something right. You know, this person's got to. And that's what Spirit's asking of this person. So what Spirit sees is put your heart on the line, okay? Because on the horizon, I think there's going to be some truth-telling about this secret lover. What does this person want to say about the secret lover? See, I told you, make amends. I want to fix this. Just how? I'm feeling kind of scared, a little confused. But for the secret lover, this person does have a heart somewhere that they want to probably fix what they've done. And then we have, I want to talk and touch base. Because I see what I've done wrong, double-edged sword. I've been reaping what I've sown, and I'm tasting my own words. Okay? What does Alice in Wonderland want to say about this person and what Spirit sees in the partnership? There's a lot of love potential. You guys have the potential to make this happen. Not the promise, the potential. What does Spirit want to say about this love connection? Bottom of the deck, impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and a fresh perspective. However, it's in reverse, bottom of the deck, and the one that comes out is keeping up, immense effort, advance. Spirit says this person wants to keep up. And I think the immense effort is wanting to fix things with the feminine secret lover. Number 40 might be a prominent number for you. The lessons of life are taking place fast. far too swiftly, maybe too fast to process. It seems like you're the only one keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with all the changes. God, you have to work so hard to make any kind of progress. You've been trying and trying and trying to get ahead. Someone, probably your person, has been trying to get ahead. And yet this person seems to always fall back and be in the same place they were even 10 years ago. This could almost be the aspect of their life, their money, their finances haven't moved forward. It's the same. Their relationships keep replaying the same cycles and patterns. Their career success isn't moving forward. At this point in time, the answer is this person needs to work harder. They're not working enough. They need a second job, a third job. They're not doing enough at the relationship. They better work harder. Like, they need to do more, period. It says keep up. This person may not have to do this much work, this much effort ever again once this is accomplished. But the only way out for this person to get out of their current stagnant situation is to run, accelerate, get intense, push harder for a breakthrough. They have to really bust ASS right now. They will need to devote more time than they really want to this. They're going to have to make sacrifices they don't want to make. However, if this person does it, they will push through the resistance and explode into the next stage. But once they put all their effort in, they're going to start seeing that things are actually moving. And it's going to inspire them to keep pushing forward in their own dreams too. So, this is the time to work very hard. This is about determination, resolve, pushing through the difficult stuff to get to the next stage. This is the urge to improve as a better person and be rewarded. This is about moving quickly, hello Wheel of Fortune, having strength and stamina, and a great deal of reward is seen and a great deal of process. Good. So Spirit's like, guess what? That's going to happen. We're working on it. This is what Spirit wants this person to get to. In their heart, they want to fix this. In their heart. They just need to, Ace of Swords, make the move. Make the move. Okay? Death. They're going to have to make some sacrifices they don't want to make. This could be ending a karmic relationship. This could be ending a relationship at a job. This could be leaving a state. This could be cutting off family. This could be cutting off friends. This could be cutting off drinking, drugs, everything. This could be, again, cutting off what they don't want to cut off. Do you know how many people come to me? Unfortunately, you guys, I'm not saying any names, but a lot of people that are like, Steph, I'm homeless, I'm broke, I'm struggling, I'm alone, I'm going through hell. But they don't want to change states. They don't want to move an address. They give excuses. I don't have enough friends. I don't have a car. I don't have a way. They don't want to give up the relationship. I'm too attached. I have kids with this person. I have 10 years of marriage. Basically, I meet a lot of people that are too invested. And there's no way in hell they would sacrifice anything like that to go to the next level. And Spirit says, what if everything caught fire? What if you lost everyone in one fell swoop? What if the city you don't want to live in came under siege? There was a war breaking out. You'd have to go. It's like you would go if there was no other way, but you don't want to make the choice. Anyways, this card talks about impossible things. Okay? It's in reverse. This is working through disbelief. There's no use in trying, Alice said. One can't believe impossible things. I dare say. You haven't had much practice, said the Queen. When I was your age, I always did it for a half an hour a day. Why, sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. So the queen's like, ugh, you don't want to believe in impossible things? Then you're not a queen. I've believed in 6 impossible things before my day even got started. You know, so it's like, stop thinking everything's impossible. When it's reversed, it says stubbornly. Go figure the word stubbornly. And we had the card stubborn and wrong right there. So just saying, stubbornly refusing to believe that any kind of action can change things for the better. Yep, this person is denying that if I do give it my effort, if I do try to fix things, what is it going to change? Nothing. Wrong. Wrong. Which is, they're stubborn and flat out wrong. They think by going back and trying to say sorry and being there and trying to fix things, it's not going to change anything. They couldn't be more wrong. This is literally denying that action being results, feeling that something is too far out of their reach, or that miracles are for other people but not them. Boom. Miracles are for other people, not me. You know, other people get to live in Pine Creek, not me. Other people get to live in the Broadmoor, not me. Other people have successful businesses, not me. Other people can fix broken relationships after so many years, but not me. Tisk, 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 says the Queen of Hearts. She's believed in 6 impossible things before you even woke up. This person's got to stop being in denial. What does Spirit want to say about this love connection? Spirit, what say you about all of this? Come on, let's get the oracle, the outcome. What do you want to say about this? And we'll call it good. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you guys got soulmate. Clearing core wounds. We just read this like yesterday. Clearing core wounds, which is clearing karmic cycles, past life karmas, clearing karmic relationships, and all of the above. I'm looking for my book. All right. And the card that comes out, drum roll. Wow. Okay, this is the 4th time you've gotten the feminine. Feminine, feminine, feminine in the other oracle in the description. And now we have feminine twin. Activating the higher self. We've gotten this before recently as well. Just saying. We have. Shh. Your twin flame ascension quest is directing you inward, the feminine energy, so that you can receive the harmonic balance with your inner masculine. Generally, if you are the feminine twin flame, it means that you need to let go of control and stop trying to be the fixer of your lover and of everything and everyone. This energy creates resentment, and it causes you to get angry and build walls of protection. And it produces feelings of being taken advantage of. Focus on healing your divine feminine side in order to activate your higher self. Let go of conditions and learn to love without an expectation of them. Have more respect for your feelings and set loving boundaries versus brick walls. Letting go of the need for protection will open your heart to receive and allow abundance. This card suggests that you express yourself without fear of what others think. Focus on communication skills and start speaking from your heart. Get emotional. Be weak. Ask for assistance, Five of Pentacles, when you need an open heart and when you need to embody your higher self so that you can not only love, but you can also allow yourself to be loved. Drop into the feminine. And I think I've said it throughout the reading here and there, right? You guys have been watching the whole video. Drop into the feminine. We talked about this earlier. We've gotten a lot of feminine cards. It's time for you to not feel like you're angry and bitter and resentful, and that you have to be the protector and the provider and the masculine. You need to step into the feminine. Some things that can help, right? It doesn't help when I'm being a reader, like drop into the feminine. You're like, what does that mean? What does that mean, Steph? How do I drop into the feminine, Steph? Well, hear it from another feminine, because I get into my masculine energy way too often. And in fact, my energy is very masculine. Even though I'm a divine feminine, I do have a masculine energy that I wear a lot of the time. And in order for me to get into the feminine, it's do your hair, do your makeup. Obviously, it's not for the fellas of all of you, but hair and makeup make you feel more feminine. Prettier clothes, shapely attire, something that hugs the curves, that always makes you feel more feminine. Pretty colors. Putting flowers near your bedside or in your home where you can see them makes you get into the feminine energy. Water, aquariums, vases with water, and even one flower somewhere. The water energy in your home will make you feel very feminine in your home. Sounds of water when you go to sleep. Yoga is going to be very good. Any type of forms of stretching the body, feeling your curves, moving forward with it, that's going to make you feel more feminine, just feeling your body and being aware of it. Mantras that say, I am feminine, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am respected, I am admired, I am protected and provided for, I am nurtured, I am appreciated. Say those things to yourself. Affirmations. Even mantras like, I am woman. Okay, and for men that are in a feminine energy, just honoring, I am a beautiful feminine energy, even though I'm a strong man. You know, I am a loving, kind, respected man. I am an appreciated man. I am a deserving man. I am deserving of loyalty and love and security. That's a man being in his feminine. And I am allowed to feel things. I'm allowed to cry. I am perfectly validated to feel that and get emotional. I am allowed to feel like something is beautiful and moving. I am allowed to feel the energy of the moon. I am allowed to be receiving of the universe and the gifts that it wants to give me. You know, that's dropping into the feminine for a man. But, you know, and even for a woman, it's the same thing. I am receiving of the energy of the universe. I am receiving gifts of love and affirmation and money and just good things. I'm so deserving of it. Why? Why would you be deserving of it? Because you're a lover, a giver, a nurturer, and a healer. The gift of being a divine feminine is that you beautify things. You are an artist. No matter what situation you get put in, you make that room more beautiful just with your presence. Your smile, your touch, your looks, your voice, your essence, your persona. Instantly, you beautify a room. You bring a sense of peace and tranquility to an intense space. You can provide delicious meals, maybe a beautiful environment that smells clean, feels comfortable, creates a space where masculines can let their hair down, in essence, right? Let it loose, relax, be free to dream, grow, and build. You deserve all of these good things coming to you because you create spaces. You create vortexes, portals. You transfer souls into this world. You are a living embodiment of the balance of Venus, Earth, and the spirit world. You are the harmony. You are the music. You are the musical frequency that the flowers hold, the water holds, music holds, birds sing to. You represent that Venetian quality. You are the nighttime show everyone enjoys to watch, which is relaxing. You are the comfortable bed that people want to sink in at night and feel safe, warm, and comfortable to go to sleep. You represent the pleasure that also can bring the bedroom. You represent all of those things. You see, you are comfort. You are the bed. You are the home. You are the TV. You are the warm bath. You are the rain. You are the music outside with the birds and the wind and the thunder. You are the smell that is fragrant in the forest. You are the peace after a storm and the rainbow in the sky after a storm. You see, that's what the feminine represents. All of those things are feminine. All of them. And notice all of those energies are in the dropped energy of receiving, being protected. They're all vulnerable. They're all vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be weak. It's okay. Drop into the feminine. Get into the art of receiving and being in the confidence of I deserve. I deserve this person to ABC fill in the blank because I am the feminine. This is my soulmate. Period. Point blank. That's it. Okay? So anyways, get into your feminine energy. That's what Spirit wants to say. We're going to end this on a note with the last words your person may want to tell you, especially if you guys are not in communication. You might want to know, well, what does this person want to say to me? Let's see what's going on. Please don't forget, I have readings available on my website. I sell tarot cards and oracles. I have a shop also for merch. And if you want to get free 11/11s every month and 22s, don't forget to subscribe to my monthly subscription on my website. All right. Thank you so much. And don't forget one last very important thing. I am doing a drawing for a free reading. So if you comment your name or just hello, Stephanie, I watched your video, or any comment you want, even a heart in the comments, you're going to be drawn into the opportunity to have a free reading. And it can be private or it can be live. It's up to you. But you're going to be able to get a free reading. So please be sure that you are subscribed because I'll check it. And then that you've commented so I can put you in the free reading. I'm going to do that from now on. The other person that just won the free reading on my first drawing was Tara Mosey. So she won it last time. Keep commenting and see if you're going to win this time. I just write down a bunch of names on a piece of paper, rip them up, put them in a bowl, and grab one. That's how I do the drawing. So if Spirit's on your side and you feel like you really want that reading, try your luck. See if Spirit's communicating with you through my channel. You may get very lucky. You may get very blessed. All right, so final messages from your person tonight. I have too much passion building up for you. I'm going to explode. Very turned on sexually by you, and just the passion of wanting to be with you, wanting to be in your space. It's a lot for them right now, and it's a volcano. They may even be pleasuring themselves to you. I don't know, but it's a volcano. Next, I've closed down my feelings. I quit love. And soulmate. We have a special connection, my love. We've done this before. Okay. So your person has disconnected from you for a little bit. But believe me, the passion they feel for you, it's building up. It's going to explode. Because you guys are certainly divine masculine, feminine, soulmates. It's been confirmed in this reading. several times. Okay, so this is just a confirmation. The person you're thinking about in this reading, yes, that person's a soulmate. Bottom of the deck, every song I hear reminds me of you. It doesn't matter where I am or who I'm with. You always come to my mind when I hear certain lyrics, certain songs, certain movies. So they can't escape you. All right, you are soulmates. So no matter where they're at, what they're doing, they're thinking of you. Give it some time, because you know what? They've got so much passion. They really are into you. They can't take this distance much longer. All right, guys, thank you for watching my channel. I love you. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. And I'll see you next time, I hope. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.